Alright, 69-second summary for the new Mega Froslass EX deck, which is the best new deck from Ascended Heroes, but that's like saying Hawkeye is the best Avenger without superpowers. This card has been absolutely dominating in Japan since it was released, but not for the reason you might think. Unless the reason you think is that it evolves from the new 70 hit point Snorunt, just like Freezing Shroud Froslass, who destroys ability heavy decks, thus vastly improving the Froslass Munkidori Budew deck. Because now this archetype has access to a 310 hit point Mega who you don't have to worry about starting, who can deal more than 1,000 damage for 1 energy. Realistically, you just need your opponent to have 5 or 6 cards in hands to do the thing, dealing 250 or 300 damage as Munkidori and Froslass can do the rest. Unfortunately, this does mean I have to do math, so strap in. Of course, I had to pull a pilot and whack off. When the new Frostmoth was originally announced, it seemed like the perfect partner for Froslass. It forces both players to draw a card when it's in the active, increasing resentful refrain's damage by 50. Well, not a single person in Japan was brave enough to try the combo, so it's up to me. Surfing Beach and Air Balloon work in tandem to access 2 Frostmoth each turn, but Budew might force them to keep cards in their hand early, and I'll at least test time Harlequin and Lucian. But Iono's still probably better than any of the weird supporters that force your opponent to draw cards, because even an Iono to 4 plus 2 Frostmoth is 300 damage. I don't think there's any way we lose this matchup. If I lose this matchup, I will never... Actually, I will continue... This is the second game in a row where we play as the TM Evolution, and I'm probably showing the deck list on screen right now to the YouTube audience. And I forgot to put it in here, but if I did remember, this is the second game in a row where we prized it, and that's just kind of sad. All right, so Luminous Energy on this guy. The question is, do I want to put the Bravery Charm on the Budew? I mean, how much damage? You're doing 20? No, I think we're fine. They retreat. The Dragonair, I could not tell you how much damage the Dragonair does. Let's look it up. But we'll talk about Dragonair in 1 second. How much does Dragonair do? It does 60 damage for a water and a... Oh, there it is. 60 damage for a water and a lightning. So that's slightly worse than Dracloak, which is kind of sad. Right? Dracloak does 70, and Dracloak has a better... Well, I guess technically Dracloak's ability is worse, but Dragonair has to have an energy on it. That's the thing that a lot of people are going to probably forget IRL. Like, if Ascended Heroes was a main set and it didn't have... and it did have pre-releases, you would not believe the amount of people who would go for an evolutionary guidance before putting an energy on it just because they can't read. You know, Pokemon players can't do that. And Chili Willy, they're free. So if you don't watch my YouTube videos, how dare you, first of all. They added Pokeball and Love Ball sleeves. I didn't notice any other ones. There's probably like another one, but it's because of the reverse holo patterns with the new Ascended Heroes cards. See, like, I think that's... Is that a Love Ball? I think that's a Love Ball, but that's the new reverse holo pattern. Is people get to play with their balls. So it's really good. And I don't think I do anything crazy. I think we just Lillies and see... I think we just Lillies and see what happens. Yes, I could have confused the Dragonair and done things, but this is much, much better.
They do love balls.
They love balls as much as me. All right, so we somehow didn't get a Froslass, which is insane. But I think what I do is... Oh no, we just do the thing. Yeah. Why am I messing around here? Why would I bother messing around when we just got it like that? What, 400 damage turn 3? 400 damage turn 3 on a Dragonair? Yeah, what are you gonna do now, bro? See, this is what the deck was lacking this entire time. Is just a Mega Froslass to come out. It's like, oh, I didn't find one of my 3 Froslass and I got no Poké Pads. How about just 400 damage for 1 energy? You know, just an easy 400 damage for 1 energy. No big deal. And there's barely anything they can do to stop my Froslass from getting another prize here. But what they can do is use Dragonite to take a knockout of the Froslass, which is a bit of a problem. And they got the Kako. So I really like this card. Right? I know it's not going to see much playability, but I really do like it because it's Carmine as an attack. It's just, hey, what if you had Carmine as an attack? And there you go. You're good to go. Yeah, they got the cock out. The Tapu cock out. If you go first, you can use this attack during your first turn. You can also use it after your first turn. Hey, when Squawkabilly rotates, you got to take what you can get. right? We're going to be playing Smoochum because Xatu and Gardevoir are gone. And Captain, my brain is so fried right now. Oh, they promoted the electric because they had to. That's bad. But my brain is just so fried because I had to bounce between so many formats because for my post-rotation previews, they don't have anything. They got nothing. You're done. You're just gonna load up your, oh wait, what? Why are you loading up your electric? Oh, they have the Electros. Right. I might want to have the Shaymin in play. Okay, this is an interesting one. Do I put the Shaymin in play to prevent a Desperation Mega Electros? I don't think do I really care? Because remember, Mega Electros, I railed on that card so hard because it's horrible. But remember, Mega Electros is only a 60-60 spread. Yeah, it only spreads 60. It doesn't spread nearly enough cheeks. I can spread that amount of cheeks in my sleep. So it's like, does it really? It doesn't really matter, right? And there's Battle Cage. Okay, so they have Battle Cage, which is a bit of a problem for us. And Willie, yeah, that's what they do. But, I mean, that kind of helps my strategy, right? They didn't go for Fast Flight, so we know they have a decent hand. Well, let's play with our balls. And I mean, I can probably just win with like a Mega Froslass or something, but do I have another stadium? We have 2 more stadiums. We're good to go. All right, so let's go Iono. Yeah, they Ultra Balled the Mega when they were clearly going for the Tapu Koko play, which was a bit strange. All right, so Froslass down. That's cool. So we know they didn't get rid of their hand. If I knock out the cock, they're going to be able to fez, but that does increase their hand size. So actually, I think I do want to go for this. I know it's weird, but looking at the specs, this might actually win me the game. Because the only way that they're one-shotting my Mega Froslass is with their Mega Dragonite, but they're only showing 1 Dratini. Yeah, oh god, we got to sit through this animation the entire damn time. Yeah, I told you, this was my, I think, 4th best card in the set. Mega Electros can't do nothing about it. Dragapult can't do nothing about it unless they play the stupid Hawlucha. And Lena, betting's not allowed here, okay? This is not sports. Oh, we screwed them over so much. And maybe I was slightly incorrect. Because I think after I posted the video about the Dragonite Meganium decks, I was like, you don't really need rare candy. But then you get into situations like this, and it's like, yeah, you probably want to have... You've piqued my attention, Lena. You probably do want to have 2 rare candy. Scorpion and Reed. Scorpion, thank you for the money. Reed, thank you for bequeathing upon me your happiness. Remember, you can't spell happiness without penis. Okay, so you were right. Who was it who said they were going to paralyze me? They're going for the Mega Electros, the desperation play. And yep, here we go. So I don't know if I have a switch card, but they are just giving me a Mega Electros, right? So they do 190. I can heal 60. So 130. So it's a good knockout for them. And they also have the Dragonite, but wait, what? They went and got the... Oh, they're thinning their deck, it seems like. Okay. So now what do we do? Because I don't believe I have a switch. Other lists I have a switch in them, but not this one. There's no Surfing Beach. There's no switch. But I will have like 2 turns to play around with here. And a de-evolution will be pretty spicy. All right, so they go for Disaster Shock. What are they doing? You have a very high chance of winning this game, but you gotta stop. You gotta stop doing this. Oh, right. Because they have the Dragonair, I can't bet on them whiffing Dragonite. So they are 100% going to find their Dragonite next turn because of Dragonair's ability. And Dragonite, as you recall, is just a free switch. So I think we're cooked. I think going for that, I think stunting on them with Mega Froslass was a mistake. You know, this is a free win, but I have to show Mega Froslass's, you know, Frostlassness. I have to show what are you? Who in their right mind is using Split Bomb in this situation? King Slime, what are you doing, King Slime? And you took a knockout? You're a crazy person, King Slime. Okay, okay, I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing. So in this situation, well, there's the Ursaluna. I think we just go... And Hamburger, yeah, the Mega Slowbro is fine. I'll cover that when we find out about Mega Greninja. So I think in this situation, we just go Secret Box away, the Ursaluna, the Iron Bundle, and the... do I want to get rid of the... I feel like I can't get rid of the Super Rod, though. But, like, nothing I can do with Iono necessarily helps me out here. So let's go for Artazon, Bravery Charm, because why not? Counter Catcher does nothing. Poké Pad is fine. And then we can get Arven. Okay, what do we got? We have a Froslass, so that's good. We're going to get the Froslass. We're going to Fartazon. And... yeah, I mean, I guess I put it on the Munkidori. Okay, so we're going to find out what happens here with the Lilies. That's going to determine what I go and get here. That did not help me out as much as I thought it would. That did not do necessarily what I needed it to do. They have 2 lightning in there, but they are going to need an electric. So we go for the Snorunt. All right, well, let's, I guess we heal the Froslass. Because if they go for another 60... oh, no, we want to heal the monkey. We want to heal the monkey. We're down 4 prizes, so I want to knock out something really, really weak. If only I'd been able to get another Munkidori, we can just knock out the Tynamo and then win next turn. So, of course, that didn't happen. All right, so Resentful Refrain, they can't win next turn. What we've learned is that they cannot win next turn. We have a slight chance of winning next turn. And PDCGL, such a well-made game. I got to fix their issues for them. But this deck, oh crap. We got another Artazon, we're fine. But this is the best new deck. It's just, hey, that was cool. This is the best new deck. They have Zekrom, that's fine. I have Counter Catcher. I can, you know, I can whip it out here and be okay. The thing is, do I go... I think I go and get Maractus, right? If I go and get Maractus, is that just GG? Because there's no way they have... oh god, what if Prime Catcher is there? Oh no, because they have the stupid Dragonite. You can't trap anybody with this deck. Damn it. Yeah, I keep forgetting that Dragonite's ability is just a free switch, but they didn't manage their resources properly, and Trust Your Pilot did. Okay, that's fine. Because I don't need Froslass to win this game. I just need an energy. You hate the Mega Attack Rare? All right, so it seems like they're going to go for another Split Bomb. They're going to knock out my Froslass on the bench and do something, because I didn't put the Shaymin down, which is fine. But what is their... they're down 2 bosses. I have to feel like that's it for them. I feel like that's it for them in terms of what they can do right now. Oh man, I don't need a lot to win. I barely need anything to win this game. It's so crazy. I just need like 2 things. Okay, Artazon is one of those things. I need to heal the monkey. Okay, so we have this thing. We have a monkey. We have a monkey. We have things. I can... Look at that. We got 4 energy in the deck. All right, so oh my God, there's just so much stupid stuff that can happen here. All right, let's go and get the Froslass out of the deck. And then that will go there. Because I can knock out this guy, but I don't want to. Yeah, so do I just go for the de-evolution here? Is that all I do? Is I just go for Devo if that's what I can get? Because this guy won't get... Actually, this guy would get knocked out if I can do the thing. So I think I counter catcher up the Zekrom. Because I'm going for the Devo play. That is the strat. We're going Devo. I didn't get the Devo play. It did not work out. Okay, so that did not go according to plan. But we can still win this game. We're still good. We're still good. I don't know how we're going to win this, but we can. Life finds a way. So let's... I mean, I may as well just Frost Smash, right? I may as well just hit him with a Frost Smash. Yeah, may as well just Frost Smash for 60. Okay, so they can do a bajillion things, but they need a boss's orders, which I don't think they have. And they can take 2 prizes this turn with the Mega Electros, which is fine. But then a de-evolution, I believe, wins me the game. Right? Because then they won't have anyone who can attack. So, yeah, we're kind of screwed. Yeah, Sky Transport, obviously, they're going to switch their active. I'm pretty sure we're going to be fine. And then we'll win the game. So they go for Split Bomb. They knock out double Munkidori. So the damn Shaymin. The damn Shaymin would have been great. The Dragonair has a hundo. Okay. Oh, no, we just win. I just win with Ursaluna. So Ursaluna just literally wins the game, which is kind of boring. I wish it wasn't this boring, but it's super duper boring. Okay, so Ursaluna just wins us the game. I don't actually think de-evolution would have won. Right? And I needed... Actually, no, I can win with Froslass, right? Because this guy will get knocked out. So I don't even need to do anything. I'm just that good at this game. I don't even need to do anything. We just go Resentful Refrain. They get knocked out between turns. We win. Didn't even need the Ursaluna. And the de-evolution would not have helped us win because it would have put an electric into their hand, which they could have evolved the Tynamo into. The Dragonair would have been knocked out, but if they had a retreat card, they could have gone electric to the Zekrom and then attached an electric in one. So de-evolution was actually not good. So I'm sorry that was a little scatterbrained, but, you know, there was like 3 different avenues I could have Peregrine taken, and the easiest one was just attacking with Mega Froslass. Who knew? Who knew that Mega Froslass and Froslass was just a really good combo? Yeah, it maybe would have won because they would have needed a Lightning Energy in their hand and a Switch card, but this was a guaranteed win, and I'm the best Mega Froslass player in the world. This is not exactly the start you want right here, but we're going to go with the Poffin and the Air Balloon. So we go Poffin for double Snorunt. Well, actually, yeah, I guess if they're going to mount and Budew me, I guess I want to mount and Budew them right back. The problem is this Psyduck's definitely getting knocked out at some point. This Psyduck is definitely going to get knocked out by a Froslass at some point. And if you haven't checked out the new Professor Fur's Learning Lab, there is a lesson on Budew. So not only are they celebrating the year of Budew, not only did they add a fart effect to your opponent's hand for Budew's Itchy Pollen, there's actually a lesson to teach you about Budew because the Pokemon Company International hates us. I disagree with that decision. Because now they have to put a Latias EX into play if they want to... What are they doing? This is weird. What is going on? What's all this then? What are they doing? Okay, so I just go get my Ultra Ball and win the game. I just go get the Ultra Ball and win? That seems pretty simple here. We just go get the Ultra Ball and win the game. Don't need that counter catcher anymore, because we're just gonna win the game. So yeah, this is how the deck can just do crazy things sometimes. If it's anything like me, they make them stay after class for extra credit. Oh, Professor Pilot, I really need a passing grade here. Isn't there anything you can do? So this, wait, this must be Mega Lopunny then, right? This has to be Mega Lopunny. Because there's Jet Energy, there's Dust Noir. I'm guessing, you know, the Kangaskhan is there because they have Mega Latias. But then what's the Pidgeot for? Because you're not supposed to jam the deck up with all this craziness. You're just supposed to... Oh, it is Mega Lopunny, but you're not supposed to go that crazy. All right, well, you're just seeing the power of Mega Froslass. Yes, maybe I shouldn't have gone so crazy, but they literally can't do anything. The only chance they have of doing anything is if I put my own Froslass into play and knock out my Psyduck, but as long as I don't knock out my own Psyduck, they cannot win the game. So they have their own Budew. I guess I just attach the water to the Froslass. We attach the water to the Froslass. Iono. That's a Artazon. That's great. Okay, maybe we don't. Maybe we go... Because I can retreat and go into Maractus. That doesn't seem right. Now I don't know what to do. There's way too many options now. This is like when you go to a buffet of women and there's just too many options. All right, so let's put in this. I mean, our deck is literally just Darkness Energy. But I think we go there. Mewtwo, thank you for the sub. You know, it's always great when you take a break and then everyone just gives you money the day that you come back. It's awesome. Okay, that's cool. So we shall retreat off the water energy. And then win the game. So I think we're fine. I think we're in a great situation, because if they knock out the Budew with Mega Lopunny... Yeah, Budew Wars, but I've already won. That's the thing. And Willie, what's the Glalie there for? Nobody commented, because remember, I said in the video, the Snorunt's not as sexy as its evolution. Nobody said a Glalie is pretty sexy. I was talking about Glalie. I wasn't talking about Froslass. Glalie is much sexier than Froslass. I mean, have you seen how much Mega Glalie's jaw can become unhinged? How is that not sexy? But all the Glalie does is 20 times the number of damage counters on your opponent's active for 1 water. So it's just another really powerful attacker in a spread deck like this. Yeah, you can comment on that video now and pretend like you didn't see it. But I like the Glalie, right? If you're slowly building up damage on someone with Munkidori, it just adds a little bit more spice to be like, oh, there's 100 damage on your Mega Kangaskhan. Well, I can do 200 damage to it. Yeah, and they never know when it's coming. Ooh, hello. Okay, so we don't have our items. That's okay. And then we go Luminous there. And then I think it'll be a Snorunt. And yeah, I guess what I do is I knock out the Budew first. And yeah, we knock out the Budew first. And Colt the Wrath, that is up next. Don't you worry. That's coming up. But I tested the Frostmoth that draws each player a card when it's in the active. It's terrible. You will not, I mean, unless something goes really strong for us in the game that I play with it, it is a terrible card. Turns out, giving your opponent more cards is not a good idea. They're playing a really weird list. I can't remember, like, my memory isn't as good as it used to be, but you don't play Pidgeot in Mega Lopunny Kangaskhan, right? The Sleep and Spread, that one's in another one too. Because I was looking at that and it's like, hey, what if you just took out the Munkidori and you had someone who could spread cheeks like crazy, who could spread 20 damage to everyone on their side of the field and put them to sleep? Wouldn't that be kind of crazy? And it's like, yeah, it's kind of crazy. And there we go. They finally accepted their fate. Mega Froslass is goated. Just, that's the thing. They always have to be afraid of a 70 hit point Snorunt. I talked about this in the lead up to Ascended Heroes. If you just have a 70 hit point Snorunt sitting on the bench, that could be a Froslass, a Glalie, or a Mega Froslass. And if you have 6 or more cards in your hand, like after a Lillie's Determination to 8, and you can only play 1 or 2 cards, well, your 300 hit point Mega Kangaskhan is getting 1 shot for 1 energy, and you may as well just concede afterwards because Mega Froslass is the best new deck in Ascended Heroes. Okay, so let's go Surfing Beach. You know what I gotta do. You know what I gotta do. You know what Trust Your Pilot has to do here. They're going to think it's like a 90 hit point. They're going to go for 90. But the problem is that PDCGL only gives them 4 options. So if 90 isn't an option, they're not going to pick 90. But they still guessed incorrectly. That's all that matters. Oh my God. Yeah, so time is funny, but do you think it tells them that it had 110, or do you think it just says it must tell them that it has 110? That would be the only thing that makes sense to me, is if they know that they have it. But I can just knock out this Mega Kangaskhan. This is what I was talking about. Is that I literally just knock out a Mega Kangaskhan if they have 6 cards in their hand. Again, this situation, I talked about it in the preview videos. If they Lillie, and then they can't do anything after the Lillie, you're doing 400 damage. And that is absolutely insane. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It's happening, everybody. It's happening. Oh my God. It could finally be happening. I should probably have used the Iono, but I want to guarantee what we're going to get here. Oh goodness. Oh God. Oh, we got it. Oh God. Oh no, it's happening again. It's happening all over the place. Okay, so we play with our balls. We go get a Snom. And we win the game. It's that simple. How do you win with Mega Froslass in this day and age? Well, they put a Mega Kangaskhan in there, use Lilies, don't play cards, and then you win. That is how good this card is. I told you, this is the best Mega in the set. This is the best new deck. You know, I haven't used the Frostmoth at all. The Frostmoth is terrible, but the spread Frostmoth is good. I just still think Munkidori is probably better. But you basically just get 3 free prizes against the Mega Kangaskhan deck. And that is so cool. They're just basically like, hey, you want 3 free prizes? Here you go. Why don't I use Chandelure? Because it's a stage 2, and that takes up more room, and you can't, you know, I was thinking about that, and Chandelure probably is better. I wouldn't put Duskulls into play. That's a bad idea. But yeah, the Chandelure, I was thinking about it from a mathematics perspective, and as we all know, I'm great at that. Their Latias doesn't have an ability because they have Klefki in the active. But to play the Frostmoth, you have to run Switches and Surfing Beach because it has to be in the active. With Chandelure, you don't, so you basically just take out a couple things and add in the rare candies and you're fine. Do you think they don't know? Do you think they don't know? So I could actually win the game this turn if I had Surfing Beach in my hand. Isn't that crazy? If I just had Surfing Beach in my hand, we win the game this turn because I forced them to draw a card. Let's see if they concede off of this. Let's just see. Do you think they're going to concede off of this? They didn't concede. Damn it. They didn't concede. I was hoping they were going to concede. They didn't. Yeah, because Jamming Tower... I actually remembered that Jamming Tower was in play, which is a rare W for me. We also... If we just had the switch... If the Jamming Tower wasn't in play, if we had Surfing Beach... Well, actually, if the Jamming Tower wasn't in play, we wouldn't have had it. But if we had the switch, or if they hadn't attacked with the Lopunny, everything would have been fine. But we have, like, what, 5 turns? We have 5 turns to find a Mega Froslass again, and we win. Or just to find a baby Froslass, and we win on the Klefki. I think we'll be okay. You know, I'm not certain, but I think... Actually, no. Wait, no, what are you doing? Okay, you know, we got to applaud that one. So yeah, we actually only had 3 turns to do it, but it was still fun, you know, while we had it. We only would have had 3 turns. Shiver me timbers, thank you for the sub. That's all you got to do. The Froslass, the Frost Moth that draws you cards, absolutely useless. Do not play it. You need to get Surfing Beach and Switch and Air Balloon and Jamming Towers all over the place. And we were 1 card away from forcing them to draw a card, but of course we prized the Switch. It would have been so funny. So it's more of a meme than an actually good deck. Just play Mega Froslass Munkidori and you'll farm wins on the ladder. I lost to a Zoroark deck earlier, but that's because they literally drew the nuts. I'm not going to let them play with my nuts today, and we're going to win. And also, I think I just... Oh, we only have 1 Snob. That's not good. Okay, well, I'm going to go for the Monkey. Because I can go Arven for... I guess... Oh, wow, this is bad. This is real bad. Because they can very easily Darmanitan next turn, and then I'm just kind of screwed. But let's see what I got. What's in the deck? So we got nothing good. I have to go pretty much just for the unfair stamp and be like, yeah, you want to take a knockout? Go ahead, make my day. That would actually be really helpful if you did that. That would actually be really helpful if you knocked out my Budew or something. Yeah, Golden Go is what's holding back the Megas right now. Like, as you saw, Mega Starmie and Mega Froslass are a top-tier deck post-rotation in Japan. Mega Froslass is weak to metal, right? If you're a Mega Froslass player, you have to be prepared for Golden Go right now, which is totally a fine matchup because you just play your baby Froslass and your Munkidori, and it's like, I easily win. But you don't have to worry about it anymore. You're just like, yeah, well, I don't care, whatever. Okay, so as long as they don't get Darmanitan, but even if they get Darmanitan, that's not a big deal because, I mean, they have to get rid of their energy. If Darmanitan didn't have the negative effect of discarding all the energy, or is it all or is it 2? Whatever, they have to get rid of both energy. If it didn't have that negative effect, Zoroark would have been really good for a long time, but it's the fact that it doesn't have it. It's that it forces you to do it. So you have to get rid of your energy. That sort of balances Zoroark out. But, like, we needed this card last year. I dumped on Zoroark for, like, almost an entire year. They better use Shred and not Rampaging Thunder. Not that it really matters with Pecharunt. But if this card released last year when it should have alongside Zoroark, I would not have dumped on it as much as I did. Okay, well, I guess this is a Munkidori Air Balloon turn. I took a Forest Dump. Because we didn't have a Jungle Dumper back then. Alright, there's a Luminous. That's fine. Let's go Luminous on you. Fartazon out a card. We don't want that. I guess just another Snorunt, right? But they're not... Yeah, we have to go for the Snorunt. I have to go for the Snorunt. And then we just have to hope. Because we're going to need to keep all these other cards. Watch you, the Counter Catcher's kind of useless. But I guess we get rid of it just to increase our chances of finding something. I can't put Psyduck down. The Devolution might win us the game later. Actually, the Devolution will probably win us the game later, to be completely honest. And is this seriously... Am I seriously going to waste a Night Stretcher on a Budew? That's fun. That's cool. Love that. Love wasting a Night Stretcher on a Budew when I definitely don't want to be Budewing that. All right, so you go there. And then we Adrenabrain. So all I need to do is, I guess, just start packing heat on the Zoruas. So we go retreat into the Budew, Itchy Pollen. Is Guardy the best deck of all time at this point? I don't know. I think Zoroark GX was better at its pinnacle. And Hunter, oh no, that is 100% confirmed. Well, not confirmed, but like by my brain. So what ended up happening is, you have to remember, Legends ZA was originally supposed to release at the beginning of last year, not the end of last year. So this, 2025 was supposed to be the Mega Evolution year. And then we were supposed to get probably like another, this 2026 was just going to be something weird as they build towards the next set, as they build toward Gen 10 Winds and Waves. So what ended up happening is that because Legends ZA was delayed, you know, basically a year's worth of TCG sets and how they were going to do that, they had to come up with trainers Pokemon, which were a really half-baked idea, which is why we're getting them in Ascended Heroes, even though it makes absolutely no sense. And yes, here we go. Okay, so they're going to use Flame Body Cannon, discard all energy, go 90-90. Okay, this is fine, because I can still... Putting them to sleep does nothing. They have no room for the thing. Yes, the damn Darmanitan. I have to knock out the Darmanitan this turn, but if I knock out the Darmanitan, they might just get, like, Reshiram or something. Okay, so if I Iono them, that's not great. Yveltal does nothing. I guess I go get the Snom. And we're going to go evolve into you, because we kind of need to put this guy into play right now. I have to remember they're wearing Hero's Cape, which is bad for us. They're going to draw a bajillion cards next turn, but I still think it's an Iono in this situation. So what does Trust Your Pilot do here? We obviously go Adrenabrain. I'm going to... So that'll be a knockout there, knockout there. So we just basically have to clear their board in one fell swoop. And I can do that with the de-evolution. Wait. Oh, there's two de-evolution. I was like, wait, how did I Iono a de-evolution and get another de-evolution? Well, because there's two de-evolution. So they're not in a great spot right now. I do have to find a Darkness Energy, though. Because that would allow me to knock out their... Oh, no, we're actually in not the best position. I take that back. We're actually in kind of a tricky, sticky situation. And Cult of Wrath, I never make the same mistake twice. So I think because I'm short one Froslass, we're going to end up losing this game. If I had a second Froslass into play, we'd be fine. All right, so here we go. They're probably going to go for a 250 damage attack. And then what do I do? So we'll have a heavily damaged Mega Froslass. They have a Pecharunt. I don't think they're going to go for a spread attack. If they go for a spread attack and knock out my Froslass on the bench, then I don't know. That would be actually, that might actually be a goated play by them. Like, they will be poisoned. So that'll put 10 between turns. De-evolution won't do anything. Oh, wait, what? Oh, they are going for the spread attack. Wait, what was the point of this? I'm confused. What was the point? Wait, why would you go for the spread attack? That seems like a unnecessary risk here. You're going to go down to one prize. Okay. You have to play with Ends PP now, though, right? But you can't not play with Ends PP in this situation. I'm going to knock out this guy. I'm going to Iono them. I don't know. I feel like that might have been a mistake. So we put this guy into play. So we want to make sure we have nobody with 90 hit points in play. that is the way that we win this game. Is as long as there's no one with 90 hit points in play, we have a chance. And we'll do that. And then I'll put the Munkidori into play as well. But I have to leave them with a 7-card hand though, right? Or do I deal 50? No, I have to leave them with a 7-card hand. So that's not good. All right, well, I'm going to Lilies for 8 and see what happens. Because there's no way that they can knock out my dude this turn. And if they do hit into my dude, then I'm going to have access to my monkeys. And I'm going to be able to spank my monkey super duper hard. So that guy's damaged. That guy is there. We want to be able to knock out the Pecharunt if we can. All right, so we have to hope they don't have the absolute nuts right here. Because all they need to win is Ends PP, 1 energy, and a Gust card, which they most likely have access to. But if all they do is hit into me this turn, I think we win. Right? They have 6 energy in the discard pile. They're going to be able to draw a bunch of cards. They're going to see a ton of cards this turn. If all they do is hit into my Mega Froslass this turn, I have triple Munkidori and then probably can find my de-evolution. Probably not. But I can probably find my de-evolution. All right, Mr. Bruh seems to be here. No, it seems like they're still here because that Pecharunt was not on the end of the line. I think they were thinking through their plays here. All they need is to play with Ends PP, attach an energy, Gust. Oh yeah, Reshiram does do it, right? Because they have this one who's heavily damaged. Right, I forgot about that. So they just need Reshiram, and that'll do it as well. They're here, so yeah, I forgot about the heavily damaged Zoroark, so you are correct. A Reshiram also does it. So I guess I should have knocked out the heavily damaged Zoroark if I had the Chansey. But did I have a Gust card in my hand to achieve that? I don't think I did. They're going to have like a 20-card hand. They're going to be able to play with their balls. They should have probably a Poké Pad in there or something. But did I have... I drew Lilies. I played Lilies. I did not have a Gust card. I think I only have 2 Counter Catcher on the list, and we're down 1. So I don't think I would have been able to Gust. But if I could have Gusted, the pro level play was going after the heavily damaged one. Oh, Artazon for Reshiram. Yeah, I'm blanking today. You know, I was so focused on post-rotation, it's like Artazon doesn't exist post-rotation. But the fact is they need Reshiram, and they have to play with Ends PP, and they have to attach, and their deck might only have 6 Darkness. They might only have 6 Dark... Wait, what? Interesting. You know, all I can say to that one is, bruh, what are you doing over there? You know, you played the card that perfectly counters my Frostmoth. You absolutely... Okay. Okay. They should still be able to win this game, though, right? Yeah, there's the PP. They powered up the wrong... It must be. Their last card must actually be... the Reshiram. Their last... Either they didn't put the Reshiram in the deck, or their last prize is Reshiram. And I find that hard to believe. Because they don't have a boss. Oh my goodness, we just won this game. We just won this game, and that is insane. I like Cow. Terrible timing on the VIP. But I will VIP on you as long as you want. Okay, so we... Oh, God. Okay. I have to go Luminous on you. And then TM Evolution, we have to burn the hand. We have to burn the hand down to nothing. And then we have to find one of our 2 de-evolutions, which is actually not likely to happen because this is PDCGL. Okay. Also, don't I just win if I take the knockout? I probably just win if I take the knockout too. That's another thing that's liable to happen. All right, but let's just make it easy. Just give me the de-evolution. Thank you. And yeah, the counter catcher does nothing. Well, actually, yes, it does, because they will be... Yeah, don't I just win? Yeah, don't I just win by knocking out the... Why do I overcomplicate things? Why does Trust Your Pilot have to overcomplicate so many things? I just had the triple monkey on the Pecharunt. God, why do I overcomplicate things? I had the de-evolution. We wouldn't have won this turn. There was a game earlier this stream where I did the same thing. God, you know, it hurts to be this dumb, but also this good at Pokemon cards. Like, imagine losing to someone who can't even read. And you know what? I don't like the one with the Heroes Tape's face. Yeah, you know, the positive, I've talked about this before. The positive of being this dumb and not knowing how to read is that you're surprised very often. And also we prized a counter catcher. Yeah, it makes for lots of fun. Yeah, there you go. Just do the opposite of what I do. I'm the #1 Mega Froslass player. But as I've noticed throughout this entire stream, the Frostmoth, the spread one did nothing this game. The drawing one did nothing the last game. Just Froslass, Munkidori, Budew. That's all you need. You don't need the Frostmoth. The Frostmoth is fun. And yeah, spreading 20 and putting them to sleep is good. But just play Froslass, Munkidori, Budew. That's it. That's all you just do it. And like and subscribe and DM me a picture of your feet and make sure there's smooth peanut butter. You squish it between your toes. What you do is you pretend like you're making a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. You put your knife in the peanut butter. You spread the peanut butter across your toes. Then you squish them together. You take a picture and you send it to me. And that's what you do.